Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Maria. Today we are making some coasters using epoxy. Let's get to it. Okay, we're gonna start with all the supplies that are needed. These little cups came with a couple other kits that I have. This is the mica powder that I'm going to use to color the epoxy in the colors that I need. These are the silicone molds that I'm using for my coasters. It comes with 4 discs, those are the coasters, and then the holder, which is where the coasters will be held in once they're done and created, so they won't be in the way all scattered all over the place. So yeah, I got this at Amazon. I can put the link for that in the description box below. And this is the epoxy resin that I got. It is a kit. I think there's 32 ounce bottles of the resin and the hard solution that comes in it, and you just mix 1 part of each to create what it is that we need. This kit comes with a lot of things, the popsicle sticks, the gloves, the cups, and stuff like that. So I won't be using everything in the box today. I'm only going to use what I need because I already have some stuff that I had used to make my epoxy stuff before. So I'm just going to use a couple cups from that. The cups do have the measurements on it, so you can see what's what and like how much you're going to use, because you do have to put equal parts of both solutions before you mix it together. So one is the hardener and the other one is the resin. I will be showing that in there shortly, as well as my gloves and everything. So once I mix in, I'll show you everything that's together. See, this is the hardener and then it's the resin. Okay, so these are the popsicle sticks that I'm going to be using. I got these at the dollar store. Some popsicle sticks did come in the kit, but I'm using my own. Those were the seashells that I used previously. That's the little suction thing, don't know what that's called, but that also came in another kit that I had with epoxy. And the pink thing was the hot blower that I'm also going to be using for that. Okay, so the box already comes with gloves. I always keep gloves handy when I make projects like this. Just make sure you do have your gloves on, because this epoxy is like really sticky and it feels weird in your hands. So I always make sure that I wear gloves when I use the epoxy, because you know, it's just best. But this is the cup that came in the kit. You do 1 part of the resin, 1 part of the epoxy. I did make 2 cups of these, and I did 4 ounces of the resin and 4 ounces of the hardener. You do mix for about 3 to 5 minutes until it becomes clear. I will show you the difference with the 2 cups after I'm done mixing them. Okay, so this is the second cup that I'm mixing. This is me. I just started mixing this half. This is the first cup that I mixed. See the difference? It has to be clear before you can start pouring it into the silicone molds. Okay, once I have my epoxy ready and I have my molds ready, I'm gonna have 3 different cups with 3 different colors. It's gonna be like a darker blue, a lighter blue, and then the yellow. This is the powder. You don't need that much. It came with its own little spoon for me to scoop it up. I used the smaller side because I wasn't going to be using too much of it. So, and I didn't want to put too much in it, but you know, it's what I use, the smaller one. And I put that in the epoxy and then I mixed it up. So here I'm done mixing colors. There's my light blue and my aqua color, and then it's the yellow that I have on there to represent the sand. I do have my seashells handy on the side, so I'm gonna start pouring these in. I don't put too much because I know that the other colors that I'm going to add, it's going to be more added on to the resin into the mold. So I just add a little bit first, and then I continue to add a little bit of colors. I make sure that it's spread it out correctly. This is leveling. I can't even say it right. Leveling. So it does level out on its own. Just make sure that you have it on a flat surface, so it does level out correctly the way it's supposed to. So here I'm adding the yellow. The yellow is supposed to represent the sand. I didn't have another color that looked more like it, but I ended up using that. Then I added the dark blue at the end, and then the lighter aqua color. And once I'm done doing that, I do mix them so it can blend in just the way it's supposed to make it look like the water going onto the sand. The reason why I only put the yellow on the holder was because I didn't think, and I'm like, I should have put the seashells first because they're supposed to go on top, because this one gets flipped upside down while the coasters are gonna stay the same way that they are. So this is me using, I'm gonna use my tweezers to put them on the epoxy so I don't have to use my hands or put too much on the gloves. It's not like it doesn't go through the gloves, but you know, it's just better that way, because then the gloves, they start getting stuck with everything I grabbed because it was on the gloves. But yeah, that's me putting the seashells, trying to put it underneath the yellow that I had put on top. Once I was done putting the seashells on top, I do go and I put the rest of the blue on the coaster holder, because I do need to add some blue to that. I did add a good amount of seashells in that one because I did want some seashells on the side, but I do add the blue and the aqua just to have that also, you know, that mixing color on there as well, so it can look similar to the coasters that are there. But I gotta say, this was a pretty cool experience. I enjoyed making this project and adding the colors. It was the first time that I was mixing that powder into the epoxy. I've used epoxy before, but never like this. So it was a pretty exciting project to do. Okay, so I did have to wait about a half hour before I added the white. I don't think I waited that long though. I think I waited about 15 minutes, but it was already starting to cure a little bit, and I didn't want to wait too long, but I did put the white. I did mix some white into that, and then I'm going to use the blower to push it over just to make it look like waves. But you'll see how that turns out, because after this is done, I do have to add the remaining epoxy over it just to cover it with some more. Okay, so here I'm putting the finishing epoxy on here. I learned that you have to put extra on the top just to make sure that there's enough, because after it dries up it does go down a little bit, and I learned that from using the epoxy before. Okay, it's been 24 hours. I'm now going to take this off the silicone molds. I like the way it turned out. The seashells look really nice on this. I'm very happy with how everything turned out, especially on the holder. I did put some seashells on there. Definitely should have added more on the side, but probably the next one. But I really like this project. It was really fun. But please like and subscribe for more. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.